The MetroCard has come to an end. I'm gonna miss it so. MTA stands for the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. MTA is North America's largest transportation network. The MetroCard first launched in the 1990s. Back then, it was revolutionary. Before this card, people were actually using tokens to ride the subway. I want to talk about the pros and cons of this iconic MetroCard. Buy. Pros were that it was so convenient and the simplicity of it all. You didn't need a phone battery to stay on charge. You don't even need a phone. All you had to do was load your money into the card and you would hopefully be able to get a successful swipe. Other pros of the MetroCard were that you did not have to rely on a credit or a debit card. If you just had cash, your coins, it only cost $1 to get the MetroCard, and then you could just load whatever individual price it was. I think it was like $2.90 or something. And you could buy it at the station booths with cash. Some travelers or some passengers preferred the pay per ride option. The blue and yellow design, it became part of New York City culture. Anybody who knows about New York, you visited, you've seen it everywhere. You've seen it in the TV shows, you've seen it in movies. It's iconic. So iconic that I decided to keep it as a souvenir because I knew what was coming. Another good thing was that the single MetroCard, it could be used by multiple people, just not at the same time. And like I said, it was iconic to have that blue and yellow card. It was a long-standing symbol of what it is to be a New Yorker. I am not a native New Yorker. I'm from Dallas, holding it down, period. I felt like I was one when I went through the subway with my card. It's one of my top cities to visit. Every experience that I've had is different. And I do believe that New York is the gateway to Europe. I love flying to Europe from JFK. And the MTA card was an important part of each trip that I took. Also, you guys, I want to let you know that I mentioned JFK being the gateway to Europe. I've taken a lot of trips from that airport, and I always would stop in the city so that I could eat some good Jamaican food. I'd stop at the Dominican grocery store, get some fruit, all for the flight. I would take the air train to and from JFK, and then I would board whatever airline. It was one time Iceland Air. No, what's that other one? Wow Air that is now retired. Iceland Travel Guide is here. I've done Norse. There are so many European airlines that I have been fortunate to be familiar with, and it was because of JFK, I was able to use the MTA card so that I could have a comfortable flight. It's so hard to say goodbye to MTA MetroCard. Oh, Air Train JFK. There are even artists who, the saying, everybody's so creative. No, these people have talent. They are able to make the artwork with all of the cards that they've collected. I mean, this is a collector's item. I'm glad I have mine. You got yours? Let me know in the comments. I want to talk about the frustrations that some passengers had, whether it was locals or visitors, with the MTA card. One was going to be, like I mentioned earlier, a successful swipe. If you were doing it too slow or too fast, it would not go through and you would have to try it again. Even though you might have loaded your money onto it, sometimes the card would just flat out stop working. Sometimes the card would have insufficient funds. And we don't even want to get into the kiosks, the machines. This can all be very daunting to first-time travelers to New York City. And the long lines can really tick a person off, if you know what I mean. It is so busy. Some people get so frazzled there, they don't even want to deal with the subway. Let's get into the machines. That broke down sometimes. It would eat your money. Transportation is a pillar of mine, and I love the city so much. I'm going to keep repeating it, and I love the subway. So these are the cons that I had to deal with when traveling to New York while I'm there. Why I'm glad MTA is making this change is because it is time for us, Americans, the United States, to catch up to other countries around the world. We are moving from swipe to tap. All right. When I think of Shanghai, Dubai, name any major capital in Europe, their transit system has been contactless for years. I am hoping that other U.S. cities, come on, that we get with it, Dallas. Last time I checked, Dallas was still using a card just like this one. Another con was that if you lose your card, your money was gone. There was no way to track it, no way to recover it. It just was not built for how we are moving in this decade. Like, it was time for a major upgrade. The MetroCard relies on a magnetic strip. It wears down easily and it costs lots of money to maintain. As I was saying, the machines can jam, the cards will demagnetize, and you're not even able to get through. I love seeing the TikToks of people who are like, man, forget this card. Back in the day when they would just, well, even current day, present time, where they are jumping over the turnstiles. They are finding all these crazy ways to just get under. I saw one guy, he put a jacket on he put it on top of the little plastic overhang, what have you. It made it open like someone was exiting and then all the people came through. But this could just be for content. Now, let's talk about why OMNY is a better replacement. One Metro New York, it makes transit faster, more reliable, and accessible for locals and visitors. OMNY is tap to pay. This means you can use your phone, you can use your smartwatch, and of course your debit and credit card because it's already attached to your phone. If you or still feeling the nostalgia, you aren't really into technology like that, there are going to be physical OMNY cards for you to use. Isn't it great? They thought of everyone. Another major improvement is fare capping. Some people did not want to buy unlimited passes up front. And for everyone, I want you to know that OMNY automatically tracks your rides. What does this mean? OMNY offers the fare capping. So after 12 paid rides within the week, any additional rides will be free. I do not believe that this was available with the MetroCard. So if you are visiting NYC, this is going to be beneficial for you. Even if it's a short trip, the subway rides, they can start to add up. After 12, the rest are going to be free. Once you hit the weekly maximum, the rest of your rides that week are going to be free. This is really good for the travelers who are there, more than 4 or 5 days, because then you just get unlimited. Okay, you up and down that thing, you here, you there. And it's really great when you don't have to worry about all of the travel logistics for the subway system. You do not have to overpay or commit to a pass that you're not going to fully use. Save your money, this budget channel, period. All right, so for visitors, all you have to do once you get into New York City, you can tap your card or your phone. This is OMNY here, and you're moving. You don't have to figure anything out, and you don't have to just buy a card for a few days. Those of you who have the OMNY card, that's your souvenir. Don't lose it. A few more things I wanted to add about the MTA card was that its final cutoff date for buying or reloading on it was December 31st last year, 2025. That means no new cards or refills. Those of you who are continuing to use whatever money that exists on your current MTA card, it is totally fine to use your balance until it stops working. If the balance is significant, you can transfer it to the OMNY. And for that, you can just go to the subway customer service care center. Somebody's there. OMNY is great because it is speeding up entry, it is reducing anxiety for passengers, and it's not going to be as crowded and congested. I think this is a win for the city. Wrapping it up, the MetroCard carried lots of core memories for locals and also travelers. Were you feeling nostalgic about MTA MetroCard? Any memories? What do you guys think about OMNY? Go ahead and comment below. I know for some, it is a dream to visit New York City, the Big Apple. If you are interested in traveling solo, go ahead and click here for a travel guide. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next video. So long. Goodbye.